Right, I'm back on with this job. So I've just gone and set my desktop, gone and set my computer up. So I'll be in and out answering any questions if anyone wants to know any questions on the job. Went live on this earlier on. So basically, so far, I got this job in today. It had a rotten wing on it. Doing our best to save the wing. So I've sanded out all the corrosion, removed all the rust. I've treated the rust with some rust converter. So we've used this. I'm just going to hit the camera because I can't see what you can see. So I've used some of this, treated it with some of this. I've put 2 coats of this on and let it go off. I heated the wing up with the heat lamps, so it got it off a lot quicker. And then now we've put some metal filler in it. And I'm actually going to put the heat lamps back on this wing. It's a bit tight in here. I haven't got the biggest workshop. It's a self-made booth for anyone that doesn't follow me. I built the workshop, I built the spray booth. So we'll put them lamps on and heat off them. We'll get the metal filler to go off. It has started to go off. This is a metal filler that I've used. So it's a big boy metal filler and I buy this off Amazon. I put a link to this in a video. So I did a video yesterday. It's on my YouTube channel. If you want to go there and have a look at that video, and that was on a tank that I repaired, and I used this filler again on that tank. It's a good hard filler. It's ideal for doing rust because it like seals, so any pinholes where the metal gets thin, it'll seal it and sort of stop any kind of like water or anything getting back through from the back. I know when a wing's gone that far you should be replacing it anyway, but things like this, old cars, doing cheap repairs, it's ideal. So go and have a look in the back room. Probably, if anyone was watching me earlier on today, I mean, I don't know who's watching, I don't know if I've got any people watching right now. I won't know until I go in the house and have a look at my desktop, so I'll be in between the garage and the desktop. But this is a job that I did this job last week. This was a dented tank. It's a DT125 tank, I think. So this is for a friend of mine. What we were just saving it, doing a smart repair. It had a bad dent in there, and I managed to mask off the decals and fill this dent with that metal filler. Primed the tank, primed the repair, and then I painted the full tank. It's come out pretty good. Certainly looks 10 times better than with the damage in. There's a few bits, don't know if you can see, it's got a mark there. Obviously I touched that in, a bit there, but at the end of the day we saved the decals. We've kept the tank as original as possible, and it was a cheap repair. It'll look good on the bike. There's my new compressor. I've done a video of the compressor as well. This compressor's on my channel. It's a really good compressor, 200 litre tank, silent, classed as a silent compressor because they really are quiet. I think it's about 67 decibels or something. Really, really powerful compressor, just what I need for what I do. So before I normally use, I had two small compressors. This is one of them. I'm going to be using this for my air-fed mask. I've got one outside that I use at the moment. I think it's a TEH or TH Summit, or I know it's got a T and an E and a H in it. But it's a Chinese compressor that I'm using at the moment. But I've got this one and it's far superior. Not that the Chinese compressor is bad, because it is actually quite good. This is another project I'm doing. Cheap EZ900R. I'm going to start stripping this down soon. I say soon. people that watch my videos and are subscribed to the channel will see I do have a lot of projects and a lot of stuff on. I have a lot of customer stuff that I'm always doing as well. I'm always flat out, I'm always working late, and I don't always get the videos on that people want to see. I know there's the T25 that I've been doing for a long time now, engine conversion. I think I've probably been on that for about 3 years, but I am getting there, and I will have some more footage on that soon. I'm hoping to get that fired up very soon. It's been a long project. Got some dust on my screen there. Just give the screen a wipe. Let's find something. Yeah. Just show you this spray gun as well while we're waiting for the filler to go off. This is probably my favourite spray gun. Anis Iwata LS400, and this is a gun that I use for my base coat. So I've just got this new cup for it. This is a system where you actually put liners inside that cup, and you measure the paint into the liners in the cup, mix it up, and then you put it direct onto the gun. And before, quite a lot of people use that system. I was still old school. Before I had this cup on, and I dropped the bloody gun and I cracked the cup. And these cups, they're about 100 quid. So I've now gone onto this system. It's brought me a bit up to date. So you can mix it in them cups, obviously, just throw them away. Supposed to be a lot better idea because everything's cleaner. I mean, I have a gun wash machine. I wash my guns out, keep them really clean anyway. There's quite a lot of people that don't even have gun wash machines, but I do like to look after my guns. They are very expensive, and I have actually just bought another one and I'm waiting for it to come. Amazon should be bringing it any minute, so if it comes, I'll do a live unbox. But yeah, bit of talk while I'm waiting for this filler to go off. So 206. Not seen one of these for ages. I used to do loads of these. I used to do a lot of salvage repairs on these. I think they were a favourite for a lot of people doing salvage repairs years ago. And the 106s and the 206s. So I've shown the car in my other live video that I did today. You can actually go and have a look at that live video I did today. And the bits where I'm not in the workshop, you'll be able to just jump through, because those bits will be where I've gone into the house to answer any questions that anyone might be asking me in the live feed. But there wasn't very many people watching today because they would have been at work. Not that I'm a big YouTuber anyway, so YouTube don't seem to be pushing out my videos that much. I have a hell of a lot of videos, I do a hell of a lot of stuff. I do everything body-wise. Bodywork-wise, accident damage stuff, restorations. I do all sorts, paintwork. Some of the stuff I've done, if you had a look at the bikes I've done, the paintwork on the bikes, race replicas, Barry Sheen jobs, all sorts, and YouTube is just not pushing my videos out. I don't know. Anyway. This is a great tool to get things to go off, but it's bloody annoying to have about in the workshop. Right, where's my DA gone? We'll let that cool down a bit because it does cure cures as it cools down. So I'm going to shoot off in the house and see if anyone's watching. And if anyone's got any questions or wants to say hello, I'll answer your questions. Right, I'm back. So we're gonna knock this filler down on the wing. I'm just gonna have a look and see what you can see. Yep, you can see. I'll move it a bit closer. So I'm going to lock this down with, no, I've not even got a disc on. Best get a disc, 120 disc. Lob it down for 120. And these are the Merca base cut discs. Straight on the DA. Got to line these up with the holes. So line this up on a DA. It's got extractions, so you've got to line the holes up. I think that'll just about do. We'll finish it off by hand. It's going to need some more filler in. Anyway, So I'm just going to rub my hand over it to feel where I need more filler, to feel how level it is. Obviously, bodywork's all done by feel, by rubbing your hand over everything. Because obviously you can't look at it and you can't see your low spots and high as you can by sort of rubbing your hand over it and feeling it. We'll get a block. It's got a block, and I've got an old, we'll start with this, we'll get this used, it's an old one, but we'll see how good that is. If it's any good, use it, if not, sling it in the bin, get a new one. Don't need that now. Go and turn this extraction on. So that wants a bit out of there. Get you around here. I'm just going to get this edge done, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit more filler in, and then I'll come back in and answer any questions there may be. there. Right, I'm going to mix up a bit more filler, a bit more metal filler. So that's this stuff here. This is the stuff I'm using. You can get this off Amazon. If you go on to the last video I did on the motorbike tank, the DT125 tank, there'll be a link. There should be a link for some of this stuff in the description. I'm going to mix a bit of that up, and I'm going to put it in these bits. If you can see, there's some low spots still. And then what I'll do is when I've knocked that down, I will skim over the lot with some other stuff, and I'll show you that when we come to it. And of course I've lost my air gun, my air blow gun. Where that might be. Endless walking around trying to find things that I hide from myself. May as well take you for a walk with me instead of staring at that car. Oh look, there it is on the floor. Look there. Just chucked on the floor. Downer. Just spin you around a bit while I put the stand back on the bottom of the tripod. Right. Get this blown off, should have a mask on. But never mind. Mix some more filler up, or murd. If you're in America, hey man, I'm gonna mix some murd. I'm gonna fill that wing with some murd, man. Bod spreader needs cleaning. Use a blade, quick way. Just scrape the old filler off it, and then should have cleaned it. Should have wiped it clean with some thinners on a rag. But thinners on a rag stinks. Right, sorted. Mix some filler up. Don't need much, just a bit. As I say, I'm going to skim over it all with some other stuff anyway. Was that my gate? I'm waiting for a spray gun coming. Right. Mix this up like this. And try not to get it up your thumb like I have there. Look how fine that is. Get it mixed, good and proper. Alright. Feel it, rub your hand over it, feel it, feel where it's low and it needs some more in. Obviously it's going to be mainly around here because this is where I tapped it all in It's where the corrosion was, so we needed to tap it all in to build the material up, so we've got thicker material over here. That's alright, that. And there was a bit down here. You can use your finger. Don't be afraid to use your finger for putting it in places like under here. You turn you round, see if you can see. Try and get the light on the subject. So we need a bit under here. I'll stand this way. It's harder for me to do bodywork while I'm doing videos, because obviously I'm having to dodge the camera and talk to you, but like you can get that under there and just neatly fly around. Just like that. Could do a little bit more in down there. There's a bit down there. So I use this metal filler because it goes off like concrete. And as I said before, might not have been in this stream, might have been in the other stream. It seals any pinholes. And that was the problem I had years ago. I did a job for someone years ago. I was only young and stupid, and did this job, and he come back a week later and it had bubbled. It was an old bag of crap that I repaired for him. It was like a Mercedes, them old Mercedes where the wings rust on them. It was a bag of shit, that's what it was. I did what he asked me, I bodged the wings and the bubbled, so I've now come up with this system. And it's proven it works. Also, you can use like them resins, 2-pack resins that you mix together. They're good for little holes. But yeah, that'll do, won't it? So yeah, right, I'm going to come back in the house, see if anyone's left me any messages. And then I'll come back here and I'll knock this down. Right, I'm back. So there's a bit of a delay. I'm not sure if you're live on me or what, but there's a delay between this camera, my phone, and then linked up to my desktop upstairs in my office. But something's just come anyway, and I'll show you it if my Action 4 doesn't die. I'm not sure how much charge is left in it. I've had a delivery from Amazon. Been waiting for this all day. It is. I'll use that to light the fire later. It's my new spray gun. So I've got a new spray gun. I'll do an unbox with it shortly, but I'll just have a bit of a chat with you first. So someone said to me, would it not be cheaper to put a wing on this car? So I'll answer your question. Basically, if I put a wing on this car, I'd have to buy a new wing, or the customer would have to buy a new wing. So we would then have to prep the wing up, we'd have to rub it down, we'd have to prime the wing, we'd have to paint it inside and out, and then we'd have to fit it to the car. To fit the wing, obviously we've got to remove this wing, remove the bumper, headlight might need removing, not sure. But then also what we've got is colour matching. So the wing, if I paint that wing on its own, I can guarantee the colour will not match that door, not match that bonnet, and it'll not match the front bumper. We'd probably get away with it against the front bumper, we'd probably get away with it against the bonnet because of the angle, but it's going to look horrendous against that door. So, and also, if you have a look at it, the wing, the way it is there, it's got, the sill comes quite high as well, so it'd be a different colour to the sill as well. I mean, granted that's low down, but as the car's clean and you stood back and you see it in the street, yeah, it'll look a different colour to that as well. The doors, it's a 3-door, so the door's quite long on the car. To paint the door, we'll also need this lockout. We'd have to take this off, the mirror, you have to take that off. You know, it's all starting to add up. So really, I mean, another job I'm doing to this car is that I'm actually painting this, and I've got a spoiler that I'm fitting to the car as well. So this is going to get repaired and fitted to the car. I've got to do a bit of work to fit that. It's going to need, inside the tailgate, it's going to need drilling. It's going to need to be screwed and bonded on that once it's painted. But yeah, putting a new wing on it will cost a lot more money. And to be honest, this repair here, this filler isn't like normal filler, and this is why I'm showing you. This is why I'm doing these videos. It's a metal filler, it's a hard metal filler, and it lasts. It lasts a lot longer than normal filler, normal body filler that you'd just repair dents with. So again, you can get this off Amazon, and there's links in other videos to this product, and also things like poly strip wheels that I use to strip rust, things like that. But yeah, it's just a cheap little car that I'm tidying up. The lad's got quite a bargain for what I'm charging to tidy that up, and also do the mirror and do the spoiler. So, should we have a look at this spray gun? Trying to think best way to do this. Set my camera up. I will get this spoiler off here, and I'm just going to adjust the camera, go over like that, first live unbox. By the way, if you've not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, because I am going to do some giveaways this Christmas. I did them a couple of years ago. Didn't bother the year before, didn't think there was any point. But I am going to do some giveaways this Christmas. So just to subscribe and look out for when I'm doing giveaways. Share my videos, like my videos, try and get me out there. I want to try and get into the YouTube algorithm. I do loads of stuff on cars and motorbikes. If you've not had a look at my channel, check out my channel and you'll see. So this is a new gun. This is a Chinese gun. I was a bit sort of I was thinking, do I or do I not buy one of these, because it was Chinese, but just want to have a look at the quality. Yeah, feels nice. Oh, clicks. It says that they click to dial in. It said it's all tight quality, tight engineering, and these are meant to be like really good high-end Chinese guns, and the quality of this, I have to say, it looks really good. It does feel good. So these are called Porpoise, whatever it is. Porpoise, I don't know how to say it. Instruction manual there. Well, I'll destroy everything because I'm live. Smash everything up. Break something, do something daft. So that's the pot, obviously. It's good quality, this. It's good quality. Not sure I'm going to be using that cup, so there's an adapter there. I think I'll probably be using these. Adapter there, screws on. So this adapter, I'll just tap the screen. Oh, I've only got 10% battery left. If it goes off, I will start another live stream after my tea. I don't mind grafting a few hours. Grafter. So yeah, what you have a system. This is my other gun. This is my Iwata. No, it's me LS400, this one. So you have this, the pot on the top of it, basically, that thing I've just screwed on this gun. So that allows it so I can use them pots. So you have these pots, and what you do is you put a liner inside there. You have these liners, and then you mix up the paint inside that pot and the liner, and then obviously you fasten the gun on upside down, and then you're ready to paint. So in here, performance, so I get them from a company in Newcastle, Supertune. So this is a box, and it's full of them cups, the liners. I think there's some lids. But yeah, basically that's the system I've just gone on to, coming up to the 21st century. I was just using a normal pot. That was a normal pot. I think I said earlier on, I dropped the bloody gun, cracked the pot. These cups are about 100 quid, so I've gone on to this system now. These, for 50 of these cups, they are £44. You need the adapter, but that was about a tenner. But yeah, this gun, I wanted a 1.2 tip gun, so I've gone for this. I'll try and... You can see it there. Looks nice, looks nice. Can't wait to use this. I might do this job with this gun actually. See what it's like. But yeah, it looks good, looks well made. Does look well made. I'm excited to use it. So this gun is ideal for both base coat and lacquer. But these, I've noticed a lot of guys are using these guns now. I've got quite a few guns. That's a good gun. The Anis Iwata W400. I use that for base coat and lacquer. That's the my more recent gun. I think it's a WS Iwata. That's just a primer gun. That's just like it's air gunzer made by Iwata. That's just more of a for doing little jobs. It's only a one size one tip. It's not really something I use much, to be honest. I did that tank with it the other day. I did this tank with it last week. Obviously you can see a video on that on my channel. And that there I use when I'm doing my race replica bikes. So when I'm doing my intricate paint work, if you have a look on my channel, I've done quite a few Barry Sheen replica bikes. RG 250, RG 500, my TZR 250 3MA. That's over here. Nope, that's my R7. My 253MA is under here. So I did some bits and bobs on this bike with that gun, and obviously the air guns are one. So I painted this. That's my business. I painted this a few years ago now, and took it to Oliver's Mount to show it at the Barry Sheen event. And then I built a race bike for the year later because I was asked to do the event, the Barry Sheen event. So that's the race bike I built, and that won this year's Road Racing Championship at Oliver's Mount. Aaron Sadler rode it in the Classic Superbikes, and he blitzed it. He won nearly every race, so he won the championship on this bike. But anyway, I'm just waffling a load of crap while we're waiting. So that's just about gone off now. I'll knock that down and then I'm going to skim over the rest of it. I'll quickly show you what I'm going to use. This is me, all kinds of shit goes in here. Spreaders, hardeners, and I got an offer on these. So Dolphin Glaze, this is like really fine filler. So this is like finishing filler, and that's what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to go over it with this last and just finish it off. And then it's going to get some high build primer. And the high build primer we're going to use is that U-Pol. Right, I'm off back in the house. I'm going to see if anyone's watching, if there's any questions. And also see how long I'm going to be waiting for my tea. Because my missus has got the tea on. Right. If it goes off, I will be back in another stream after my tea.